Okay, I've got a few questions. Maybe just the same one which I asked Jasil. What are your feelings about atmosphere in Krakow?
Oh, it's high, man. I love it. I've been Poland and I've done a gig in Krakow before, and the vibes is good. It's good people, good honest people. They love music. They express it, you know, and that's what any artist in any genre would like to see is people resonate in the music, you know. So that's always feels good to be in Poland and especially Krakow.
Yeah. Could you please say our listeners what were your beginnings? Your about
The history of Jamo,
yeah,
huh?
history of Jamo in a short version.
Is there a short version? Well, for me, it all started when I was around 10 years old, you know. My brother was in a band, so then I had access to his equipment, so I taught myself how to play the bass guitar. By that time, I was already singing in churches and choirs, as lots of black people do in the culture, is to go to church. And plus, you know, you got bigger family, and so you're exposed to all the different musics that's coming through the house. So, you know, the regular pop music, but the thing that always stayed with me is reggae from day one, you know. The richness of what was going on in around the area. As a child, listening to all and influenced by Sly Robbie and Roots Radix and stuff, and going to the dances and seeing, you know, I mean, the youth music probably now in England is dubstep, but at my time it was what we're dealing with now, which was the roots thing, and every sound system, even the youths were building sound systems, you know, 14-year-old guys building their own sound systems, emulating the big brothers or fathers, and so everywhere was roots. Different areas, it was like just like football teams, you know, in competition with each other, and plus I was in bands. Then I moved and started another band when I was 17, and that band eventually got signed to Sony Records, and we did some good stuff then, you know. We was up and down London, doing gigs up and down the country. We supported the Mighty Diamonds and Israel Vibrations and all sorts of different acts, and just getting ourselves out there. Then I took a long break, like a 7 to 8 year break from the music, and started to work in the industry, helping musicians in the West Midlands area, the Birmingham area where I live, putting on gigs and putting on festivals and just trying to help the industry as a whole. And then within that, my heart was still wanting to do music, so I got back into it at my own pace, slowly as I was working, doing my normal 9 to 5, and then taking my time to get used to Logic, this new system that was, you know, being built. Took over, went to Logic, to Mac, getting used to that, rebuilding, expressing myself, finding myself, writing songs, and here I am,
Okay.
5 years later.
So rewind to your heart. Being a singer or being a musician, playing a guitar.
It's hard to separate
that. What is your first love?
That's hard to separate. I don't know if I'll be singing forever, even though I love singing and I've probably been doing that the longest. But I do see myself, you know, taking my last breath around a console, building tunes. So, you know, it's you know, I don't really want to die on stage, you know, it's a bit messy, so I want to do it in front of a computer, building tunes, you know, in my home, where, you know, they could just brush me into the bin, you know, so I'm okay.
Okay, that's good. You were on many festivals in Poland as well.
Yes.
Can you make a summary of Polish festivals?
Oh gosh.
About atmosphere.
Vibes, and more vibes. They are really taken to the vibe like how we did, you know, 20 or so years ago, and it's.
And you still do.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the Polish crowd. You know, they really get into the music. They don't stand there or fold arms and bad attitude. This is as much as the person on stage is expressing himself, the people down listening are expressing themselves. It's a oneness, you know. It's not a separate thing. they do come to enjoy it and they do come to dance, and that's what's fascinating about Poland and Europe as a whole, really.
Europe as a whole. So, what are the what is the atmosphere on the Rototom, for example?
Oh gosh.
No One Love, but in London, Glastonbury.
Yeah, that was worlds apart. The One Love in London, I mean, it's improved since I was on it. I was on it with a band called Dubeat, and big up Noel Zebilon listening in now in the south of England. He was part of that. We were going for the Rototom competition, and the Heats was in the One Love Festival, and it was really poorly attended, badly organised, poorly placed, badly attended. There was not a lot of people there, but you know, we get to Rotterdam in Spain, which was the first time it moved from Italy to Spain, and it was absolutely massive, full of vibes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was like a circus for reggae. Everywhere you looked was a great happening, you know, whether it be the two stages, the sound system, there was a ska stage, you know, there was just so much going on and so much to do, and it was great with just information that you could find out, documentaries and charities. It was a real great energy, and it was a great ambassador for reggae, you know. It should be the mecca for all people who do love reggae to actually try and make it to Rotterdam at some stage in their life and just, you know, take it in for what it is.
Okay, my last question actually is Children of the Bassline. What are your feelings after a cooperation with Habakkuk?
We did a lot of gigs with Habakkuk. Those guys, they're funny, man.
We're gonna have anniversary of Strula.
Are they? I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
You're not invited.
They're probably not invited, no, you know. But probably we burn the place down too much. But the Habakkuk guys are really good guys, and that their quality of musicianship is awesome. That's what surprises me most of all. That particular song, Children of the Bassline, it was written to one of their rhythm tracks, and like the rhythm track was equally any artist around the world, Jamaican, credible Jamaican, any artist around the world would sing on it and have a really great way of expressing it, because the song was, and the music and the vibes about them is equal to what I would say any band around the world playing reggae stuff. I mean, you've got some good bands coming out of Germany, obviously Jamaica's producing some good acts, France has got some good bands, and I think Habakkuk equally should be bigger than where they are. They could easily be on the road to bigger success, you know. We'll see, might be still a time for them, you know, to get where they really want to be, which is, to me, in the limelight in Jamaica, doing things there, you know, backing big artists and getting their recordings out there.
That's gonna be good. Should be good. Well, my last question. Could you invite our listeners, young people, open-minded young people, for listening to the good music? What is the good music?
Are you saying all other musics are not good?
No.
That's a very dangerous thing to say there, man. Basically, all right, and let me put it this way.
There is no fun when there is no risk.
Not true. But let me put it more diplomatically. I would say, right now, if you look at most musics today, there's a bass culture about it. And if you're talking about the origins of bass culture, then you must, at some stage in your life, visit the mecca of bass culture, which is the roots reggae, you know? It all stems from that. I mean, for 40 or so, 50 or so years, the Jamaicans have put forward this ideology of bass leading in music, or taking a greater responsibility within the music. And what that does to large crowds, it's a euphoric experience. It's like a musical epiphany. The way it makes you feel listening to something you've listened to your house that sounds pretty okay, like a Bob Marley song, and then you take that same song and play it on a sound system of 20k. It's a total different feeling. And that origin came from reggae, from Jamaicans' ideology, and then it coming to Britain within the 50s, and people carrying on that tradition, what was happening in home Jamaica. So in that sense, yes, people who listen to drum and bass, to listen to dubstep, listen to jungle or whatever of these new forms of bass cultural music should at some point listen to the origins, you know, listen to and catch up and know that technology and techniques came from mans like Lee Perry and scientists and King Tubbies and Prince Jammies and, you know, these classic tracks from Studio One and Cox and Dodd and all that period is a history worth knowing, which will then give them more insight into what they're listening to today.
Roots and culture.
Yeah, man.
Roots and culture.
Absolutely. I'm a dub defender, you know.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure.
True. Okay, you're gonna sing, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There's a strong invitation to it, so.
Okay.
See you tonight in Alhemia.
Yeah, man. Everybody in Poland in a crackow should come down to the gig tonight, you know, because we're gonna mash it up. Jasil, Jasal, Thomas, and you know all the crew. Myself, we got bonfire. See? So if you don't dare, you're going to miss it.
Kaboom!
Kaboom!
Great. Great vibe. Thank you.
One more time.
Rewind. Yeah, man. Big up all the massive, all the crew, all the Poland crew. See? War.
Cisza.
All the UK massive, all the French massive, Spanish massive, you know?
You wanna be on air?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's gonna sing on air. What? Off air?
Come on.
Whoa, well, whoa, yeah. You gotta do whatever makes you feel happy. Put a smile on your face. Making sure that life has a reason. Inner happiness I have embraced. Do whatever makes you feel fine. For life's too short to go wasting time. Searching for the questions to life. Have you got yours? 'Cause I've got mine, yes. For if you stand aside, time will surely pass you by. I just like a bird whose path in life was born to fly. So concentrate or reach your riots. There's no such word as I can't do. So persevere with all you buy it. Take your chance, you're bound to push on through. And do whatever makes you feel happy. Put a smile on your face. Come to Krakow and taking party in a happiness I have embraced. To do whatever makes you feel fine. For life's too short to go wasting time, yes. Yeah, man, a Prince Jamo said, come to Krakow tonight, man, live and direct, saying, yeah, man. All right. A Prince Jamo, all the way from the UK, Birmingham, saying Black Rose Productions. Yeah, man. Well, now, oh, it's the wrong man's perspective to take away another man's freedoms. The man who's rejected frees us to challenge and to ask questions. It's the things man will doing to hurt another man and face his ability, yeah. Upliftment, oh Lord. Since the days of old, man has lost his soul. And in gold, yeah, yeah. We've been bought and sold, taken on the laws, and the skies are still left row. For we should live in unity, yes. That's what the people need. Whoa, we should live in equality, yes. That's what the people plead. Whoa, we should live in unity, yes. That's what the people need. Oh, we should live in equality, yes. That's what the people plead. Yeah, man, make it a date and don't be late. Come check in the party later. Other man like Jassol, Jasil, and Prince Jamo, Thomas, all massive, ready to play good roots reggae music. Saying? So this is an invitation to everyone, one and all. Come to the party, feel the vibration. Jamo.